Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the machines that make our hearts race and our palms sweat. If you're a gearhead like me, you've probably dreamed about the golden era of American muscle, the raw, unfiltered power that turned highways into drag strips and weekends into legends. Today, we're talking about something straight out of that dream, but cranked up for the 21st century, the 2026 Plymouth Superbird. That's right, the iconic bird with the sky-high wing and NASCAR soul is back, resurrected by Stellantis after over 50 years in the shadows. This isn't just a reboot. It's a thunderous homage that fuses the wild spirit of 1970 with cutting-edge tech and enough horsepower to make your grandma question her life choices. Stick around because we're doing a full teardown from that unmistakable silhouette to the cockpit. That'll make you feel like a king. The beastly performance that'll pin you to your seat. The sticker shock that'll have you selling plasma. And even some real talk advice on whether this feathered fury deserves a spot in your garage. Let's roll. Picture this. You're pulling up to a car meet and heads start turning before you even kill the engine. That's the magic of the Superbird's exterior. It's like the original 70 model swallowed a time machine and spat out a predator ready to hunt. Starting up front, where all the drama kicks off, the 2026 Superbird greets you with a long, low nose that's pure aerodynamic poetry. They've kept that legendary beak-like fascia, but refined it with a sleek, sculpted grille that nods to the past while slicing through the wind like a hot knife through butter. Hidden beneath pop-up style panels LED, headlights that snap into view like eagle eyes are matrix-style beams that adapt to the road, blinding oncoming traffic just enough to remind them who's boss. The bumper is aggressive yet elegant, with massive air intakes flanking the grille, feeding cool air to the brakes and that monster V8 lurking underneath. It's all wrapped in lightweight carbon fiber accents that keep the weight down without sacrificing that brutal, wedge-shaped stance. And the colors? Oh man, they went full retro revival. Think Hemi orange that glows like sunset on steroids, or a deep B5 blue that whispers 70s cool. Up close, you notice the subtle badging, a stylized Superbird emblem etched in chrome that screams heritage without trying too hard. It's not just a front end. It's a statement that says, I'm here to dominate, not decorate, swinging around to the side, and it's like the car stretches out forever, daring you to trace those bold character lines from the hood all the way to the tail. The long hood is a muscle car essential, but here it's exaggerated just right, emphasizing the power imbalance between engine and everything else. Those fender flares? They're bulging like they've been hitting the gym. Wide enough to hug massive 20-inch forged alloy wheels wrapped in sticky Pirelli P0 Tires 325S. In the rear for that planted rear-wheel drive grip. The side profile keeps the classic fastback roofline but adds modern flair with flush door handles that pop out on command and a subtle side exit. Exhaust that hints at the symphony waiting to erupt. Aerodynamics are next level too. They've engineered those deep air channels along the rockers to channel wind efficiently, reducing drag by up to 15% compared to the original. It's a side view that balances nostalgia and menace curves where they count, straight edges for slicing corners, and just enough chrome trim on the mirrors to catch the light and turn every drive into a parade. If the front is the predator's gaze, the side is its stride. Confident, elongated, and utterly unstoppable. Now, let's circle back to the rear, because this is where the Superbird truly spreads its wings and reminds everyone why it earned the name. That iconic rear spoiler? It's back, baby, but evolved into a massive, adjustable carbon fiber wing spanning nearly 6 feet wide, engineered for real downforce up to 300 pounds at speed to keep those rear tires glued during high-velocity sweeps. It's not just show. It's functional, with end plates that direct airflow like a NASCAR wing from the glory days. Flanking it are razor-sharp LED taillights that form a full-width bar, glowing red like brake lights from hell, integrated with dynamic sequencing for that dramatic turn signal dance. The diffuser below is a work of art, multi-layered vents and a triple-tip exhaust setup that growls with authority, expelling heat while adding visual punch. Dual round elements in the center nod to the Hemi era, but the outer pipes are quad-flanged for that modern hypercar vibe. Overall, the rear screams, "Don't tailgate me," with a subtle ducktail lip on the trunk for extra stability and a camera array for the 360-degree view. It's the kind of tail that makes you want to rev in reverse just to watch the crowd scatter in the best way possible. All right, enough drooling over the outside, time to crack the door and step into the cockpit, where the Superbird surprises you by trading brute force for a surprisingly refined sanctuary. Slide into the driver's seat and you're enveloped by deep bolstered buckets upholstered in premium Napa leather with Alcantara suede inserts on the bolsters, grippy enough to hold you through apexes, supple enough for a cross-country cruise. The seats power adjust in 18 ways with heating, ventilation, and massage functions that make traffic jams feel like a spa day. Up front, the dash is a masterpiece of retrofuturism, a curved, 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster that morphs from classic analog gauges to full performance telemetry, complete with a tach that redlines at 7,000 RPM like it's daring you to push it. Centered above is a massive 14-inch Uconnect touchscreen, Stellantis' latest infotainment beast, loaded with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and a built-in Alexa for voice commands that actually work without tantrums. Navigation plots, routes with traffic avoidance, and the augmented reality heads-up display project speed, nav arrows, and even G-force readouts right onto the windshield. The steering wheel, leather wrapped with thumb grips and paddle shifters, feels like it was carved from the original molds, but with capacitive touch buttons for audio and drive modes. Rear seats? They're there for occasional passengers, folding flat for cargo. But let's be real, this is a driver's car. So the focus is forward. Ambient LED lighting that shifts colors with your drive mode. A 19-speaker Harman Kardon audio system thumping bass deeper than your regrets. And wireless charging pads hidden in the console. Safety's covered too with adaptive cruise, lane keeping assist, and a 360 camera that makes parallel parking feel like child's play. It's an interior that honors the muscle car ethos, driver first. No frills but layers on luxury that makes you forget you're in a 750 horse beast until you mash the throttle. Speaking of which, let's talk about what really sets this bird free, the performance. Under that long hood sits a supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8, hand-built and breathing through a massive intercooler, pumping out a soul-shaking 750 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, you heard that right, enough grunt to launch you from 0 to 60 in under 3.5 seconds. With a quarter mile in the low 11s if you're brave enough to hook 'em up. The supercharger whine builds like a jet spooling up, feeding into an 8-speed TorqueFlite automatic that's lightning quick on shifts, or opt for the row your own 6-speed manual for that pure mechanical connection. Top speed? Electronically limited to 200 miles per hour, but it'll get there with authority. Thanks to launch control and line lock for burnouts that leave skid marks for days. Handling-wise, it's no slouch. The adaptive Bilstein dampers stiffen for track days or soften for Sunday drives, while the Brembo brakes with 6-piston fronts haul it down from triple digits in a blink, no fade in sight. And that exhaust? It's tunable via the infotainment, from polite purr to full-on Hemi roar that echoes like thunder in a canyon. Fuel economy? Don't kid yourself, expect mid-teens on the highway if you're gentle, but who buys a Superbird to save gas? There's even a hybrid variant teased, blending electric motors for an extra 100 horses and better city sipping, but the purists will stick with the straight V8 thunder. In short, this isn't just fast, it's visceral, addictive, and engineered to make every pedal stab feel like cheating physics. Now, for the part that might make your wallet weep, the price tag. The 2026 Superbird starts at around $145,000 for the base model that gets you the naturally aspirated 650 horse V8, core luxuries, and that legendary wing. Step up to the supercharged performance pack, and you're looking at $165,000 plus, with options like the hybrid assist carbon ceramic brakes, or custom paint pushing it toward $180,000 easy. It's limited production only, about 2,000 units worldwide, so expect dealer markups and wait lists longer than a 70s gas line. Factor in taxes, delivery, and maybe some dealer-installed goodies like embroidered floor mats, and you're in 6-figure territory before the first oil change. Is it worth it? For collectors and adrenaline junkies, absolutely. It's cheaper than a new Viper and twice the Icon. But if you're budgeting, start saving now. Deliveries hit mid-2026, with reservations opening early next year through Stellantis showrooms. So, should you chase this Superbird or let it fly solo? Here's my straight shot. If you're the type who geeks out over quarter-mile glory, lives for the whine of a supercharger, and wants a car that turns every red light into a story, then hell yes, snag one before they're collector bait. The pros are stacked: unmatched heritage styling that stops traffic, blistering performance that embarrasses supercars, and an interior that's